To you crabs out here. Excuse me. So for you crabs, you have the 10 of cups, the hierophant, and then you have the 3 of pentacles. So a lot of you crabs, this situation is looking very good, very well. You've been making a lot of very good decisions. The 10 of cups, the hierophant, the 3 of pentacles, joyful cards. For you crabs, I can't say it enough. Joyful energy. Family is around you if you have some, right? Whether it is in the form of family that you were born with or that you created, family is around you. Something that warms your heart, of course. Not only that too, but also you being in a situation where you just know that you've been making good decisions because you're here. You're free, you're out. You're not locked up somewhere. You're around family, you're around people that you love, right? You have your own internal joy. Things are going well for you. Um and like I said before in the last crab reading, that for y'all, y'all just understand relationships a lot better, not just romantic, but friendship, familial, whichever one. You understand relationships better. And you know that people are essentially doing things because they want the attention. You know, they're causing mischief because they want things to be dramatic. They want the attention of it all. Otherwise, they just wouldn't be with you in the first place. And so the situation with that is the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords, right? You crabs can't get yourselves so caught up with just simply the eyes, right? What it is that you just simply see. You have to see deeper than that. A lot of times people run around and talk about the person don't like you and like it. Like, stop talking that. The people who talk about they don't like you and like this and like that has no clue about what it is that they're talking about. And the only reason why I ain't talking about it is because I don't want to. Right? Because if a person doesn't like you, a person's not going to be over there in the first place wasting their time. That's the elephant in the room. It's just that the person wants drama. They want things to be dramatic. That's what it is. It's not all this, they don't like you, da 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 da. See, this is where you need to stop listening to the nonsensical BS that people be talking about. Because this is why it is I don't personally, my dear crabs, subscribe to the whole, oh, this person don't like you. Da, 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 da. What are we talking about like versus like for? Like and not like for? How many times have we seen people worship celebrities and then if they get themselves into a situation where they ever get a chance to date them, they treat the same person that they had so much love and appreciation for, they treat those very same people like trash. And they look to tear down those people's careers after they're not even together with those celebrities anymore. Oh, this person is this person does this person does that. I can't believe this. And it could be stuff that's normal. It could be things that is just human flaws, right? Everybody has them. But it's like it's stuff in the sense that like, oh, they're trying to make it greater just so that people will look at them in a way, and then they try to make it seem like, oh, they just can't be with them type stuff. They just can't be with them. Bull. What's going on with you crabs was you had people that wanted to be melodramatic in their relationships with you. That's all that is. They wanted to be melodramatic and they wanted to nitpick why they didn't want to be with you. That's the truth of the situation. Anybody who tells you that is lying or they're wrong, and I can show and prove that. Anybody lying or wrong, and I can show and prove what I'm saying is the truth and that they're lying or they're wrong. I could prove it. Because what's happening here is They tried to take your joy away from you. And you crabs were able to see that. And then now it didn't work. You crabs said, okay, forget about it. You're not going to hang out with them. You're not going to take them seriously. You're going to stay away from them. You're not taking them seriously. All this other stuff will happen. Now, all of a sudden, your life is a lot better. Why? Because you crabs have got rid of that weight off of your shoulders from allowing someone to be melodramatic. They're here and they are around you, but they are of two minds, right? They are around you and they kicking it with you, and y'all may be in a relationship, but then they're trying to bring you down. They're saying and doing things to make you feel down and sad about your situation, right? Or whatever. But then they don't want to not be in your life. How stupid is that? Because they're trying to make it melodramatic. They're trying to have it like what? A sitcom. And so at some point you crabs realize this, and you're like, okay, you're gonna do what you want, when you want, you're gonna do what you want, when you want. You're not with them. You're gonna hang out with friends, you're gonna hang out with family, you're gonna live your life, you're gonna do what you want, and you're gonna do it all of that without them. Because they are the ones that's bringing in all the excessive weight that you crabs didn't need nor did you want. You crabs thought you were getting a significant other that would have been your helpmate, would have been your teammate, the co-captain. The two of y'all would have been captains of the ship that y'all have with each other. It would have been a great connection. They turned out to be a live-in dependent. And that's not something that you crabs want. And so because of that, the magician, right? You have the magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Judgment. So, and these three cards right here, and now it makes you dangerous because you crabs understand how it is. People are being melodramatic. People are trying to overdo it and make it like it's some sort of like Broadway theater play. And you crabs are not with it, right? Because the only person that's going to be melodramatic is you. But I'm making okay, and I'm making a little joke, but it is what it is. I'm making a little joke, but seriously though, like the only person who's going to be difficult here in this situation is when the two of you when you crabs and a significant other have someone that, have a relationship together, and that something pops up where the two of you seriously needs to address. But other than that, you're not going to be in a particular situation where you crabs are in the situation where you will just be, like back and forth with each other and just doing it just so that y'all can have something to talk about. Because that's part of the reason why people will bicker and argue, right? The Judgment, all of that is finito. All of that is done. All of that is donezo. That's a dub. And a lot of people not gonna like you crabs because you crabs got too much game. You know too much now. You see, you too experienced. You got too much game, too much. So now because you have too much game, guess what happens? You're in a situation where it's too much. People don't know what to do with you. They don't know how to run game on you. Exactly. That's precisely where it is that we wanted to get this thing to. We want to make it so that people don't know how to get at you. The only way that they can come to you is transparent and honest. Because them trying to do this and do that and run game and all this other type of stuff, it's not going to work. And see the Four of Swords and the the Empress right here for you crabs, right? You crabs don't want it. If a person is going to act like this, you don't want to be in a relationship with them. Exactly. Because Why they got to do all that type of stupid stuff in the first place to be in a relationship? They think their ideology of being in a relationship is to ruin it. Basically, that's what they're doing in the long run, because they think that, creating some form of calamity or mischief or some sort of disaster, fabricating it, is supposed to work. And all it's going to do is going to have you crabs look at them a certain kind of way. So again, you crabs are done with the dramatics, the melodramatics, the person coming into your life and, like, you know what I'm saying, they just dealing with this learned helplessness. They don't know what to do. They're this damsel in distress, regardless of whoever they are, right? They just always need help. They don't know how to do anything. They just always seem to be kicking up dust. All of this making mischief for no reason type stuff. You crabs are done with that. A person has to be an adult and grow up, be an adult and actually meet you halfway. And if they can't do that, well, then it is what it is, because all it does is waste time. Everybody is talking about they want generational wealth. Well, it takes time and maturity to build generational wealth. And I've talked about this ad nauseum. You can't build generational wealth and be stupid and bickering and arguing. You can't do both. You're either going to buy that house or waste time spending that money on stupid, frivolous stuff. You can't do both. You're not going to spend all that money. You're not going to spend, I don't know, $500,000 and then go to, and then try to buy a house and then be like, well, what had happened is I had $500,000. I don't have it anymore. Could you help me out? Doesn't work that way. You have to prioritize. See, every decision that you make prioritizes. I ain't gonna say every, but a lot of the decisions that you make prioritizes where your life is gonna go. So if you steadily making decisions that are stupid, that are dysfunctional, that are warped, that are corrupt, that are dumb to make, where did you expect this thing was going to go? If you've been making decisions like a criminal for a whole year, same thing when it comes to an upright person. If you make decisions, right, that are upright, doesn't have anything to do with chance. It just has everything to do with knowledge and understanding how things work out, right? If I stay away from criminality, which I do 100%, and I just make good decisions, I don't have to wonder about where my life is going to go. I know where it's going to go. You understand what I'm saying? So same thing for you crabs. So a lot of people want to be melodramatic. They want to be aspiring artists. They want to be out on the street, broke, not even broke, but they want to be out on the street, starving artists, starving melodramatic artists. They want to ruin relationships for the art of it. And you crabs ain't doing that. You crabs are making good decisions. So, in a nutshell, let's glorify the Empress. Queen of Swords, the Judgment, the Eight of Cups, the Magician, and then you have the Hanged Man. Now you already have the Magician, so that proves my point. How you crabs have turned your life around, because this is about you crabs being healthy and joyful, and the fact that no matter what kind of romantic relationship a person tried to like get you down with, and they use you being vulnerable or transparent with them to now think that they got a chink in your armor or whatnot that they could get in, you still manage to actually rise above that and do better than them. And you're still doing better than them now, because here they are on a crash course, ruining their lives, trying to find someone new, or doing it with someone new. The magician and the hanged man, you crabs know better than to be with someone who will bring this kind of nonsense into your life, the melodramatics. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you, right? If you unsubscribed from YouTube unsubscribing you, please come back to the channel manually and subscribe again. What else? Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Set that notification bell to all, so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And crabs, also come through and get a personal reading, right? The Linktree link will be in the comment section below if you want to get a personal reading from me. Also, too, you can contact me at Kareemspiritworks. If you don't want to do all of that, contact me for Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com if you want to get a reading. Peace.